on camera. I'm a murderer. I might just kill the boy. Don't wanna kill the boy. Make him up, say he won't beef, we gon' grill the boy. I'm bleeding so red, I might get ass in it and spill the boy. Murder on my mind. I got murder on my mind. I got murder on my mind. I got murder on my mind. Wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. AK-47s, Mac 11s, Glocks and 9s, and all these hating, trying to knock me off my grind. But I can't let them do it. I got murder on my mind. 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 Murder on my mind. Oh. Working me, she working me, urging me, it be urging me. Chill it up the top and close the curtain, please. I decided to go up like Major League. She just popped the just like poking beans. She just popped the say I hurt her knees. She hurting me, rich strong Hercules. Hurting me. 2 cups, Martell, board neat. Serve a few, go to sleep. I need to get me before we leave. No key, pull up, remember me. Remember me, oh, remember me. Take a way back, Lil John energy. Pockets real fat, Cashville, Tennessee. Fight a blunt, it done died off, yeah. Ride off, yeah. Yo, boss, he done died off, yeah. I just cut the dirty stove and pied off, yeah. Working me, she working me, urging me, it be urging me. Chill it up the top and close the curtain, please. I decided to go up like Major League. She just popped the just like poking beans.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Portage Central High School, the proud home of the Mustangs. Tonight is no ordinary night. Tonight is one of the biggest rivalries of our history. We are getting ready for an exciting evening of girls and boys varsity basketball against our neighbors, Portage Northern High School Huskies.
Rivalry games are special. They bring out the passion, the energy, and the pride that define high school athletics. These nights are the nights that players remember and they talk about for the rest of their life. The fans live for this, and most importantly, the gym is packed and ready for it all. When Central and Northern meet, the gym is louder than ever, and the competition means more than just a simple basketball game. It's the definition of I-94, competing against the team up north.
Portage Central is a school built on tradition and excellence. Being a Mustang means competing with heart, showing respect, and representing the name on their jersey. Our athletes understand that when they step onto this floor, they're not just playing for themselves. They're playing for their teammates, their school, their classmates, their teachers, and everyone wearing blue and yellow in the stands.
Both our girls varsity and boys varsity will face off here tonight, and they've prepared all season for the games like this. Hours in the gym, conditioning every day, film study, and teamwork have led to this very moment. They know what this rivalry means not only to them, but to past generations, and they are ready to give everything that they have from the opening tip to the final buzzer to win.
Basketball at Central is about toughness, discipline, and trust. It's about defending every inch of this court, making an extra pass, and staying composed in high-pressure moments. On rivalry night, those qualities matter even more. Tonight is about defending our home court and continuing the strong tradition of Mustang basketball.
Thank you very much for tuning into this broadcast brought to you by PCTV and supporting these athletes through every practice and every game. We've got a couple of interviews coming up and videos to show the culture here at Portage Central. Before the start of this game, we will get back to you after this video.
We excel.
We lead.
We care.
We commit.
We care. We commit.
We learn. We care.
We commit. We work. We excel.
We care. We work.
We excel. We teach. We work.
And we are Mustangs. We are Mustangs. We are Mustangs.
We are Mustangs.
We are Mustangs.
We are Mustangs.
We are Mustangs.
We are Mustangs.
We are Mustangs. The Mustang Way is something that we spent years talking about. And it really came down to one human being. Jill Wiskowski is an amazing human being, a terrific artist, and a longtime art teacher here. I mean, she truly helped design this entire building. And more than 20 years ago, she started conversations with students and with colleagues about what are the most important things about being a part of this place. So that's really where all those words came from, is the most important verbs, the most important things that we do that represent what it means to be a Mustang and what it means to be part of the Portage Central High School community.
Hi, my name is Jill Wiskowski. I was an art teacher here at Portage Central High School for about 28 years, 27 years, retired in 2014. Being the art teacher, one is always asked to get involved in aesthetic choices and decisions about the school. There was a point, and this is in the old high school, where we realized that we needed to get a sense of who we were, like a mission statement. What were we supposed to do? So I got put in charge of this task along with a group of other teachers, and all the teachers broke into teams. They wrote all the things they want to see that's meaningful to them about what the school should be about. And then I and my team gathered those up, and we sat down, and of course they had long sentences, but we had to shorten them down to kind of categories. And so we distilled it down to those 6 or 7 words. And so that's how we came to those words. And then obviously from then on, it's been spread around the school visually throughout.
We always talk about at Portage Central High School that if you're only successful in the classroom, you're only getting out like half of what this place is all about. You need both things in life. You need to be active in academic, and you need to be active in activities and athletics. And that's really what the building shows, is that the first part of the building is all of our academics. That is our priority. The back part of our building is all the things that go along with band and musicals and basketball and swimming and everything else. And it's all joined by one thing, the Mustang Way, to represent that all of those things are important to us and to show our history over time. So that's who we are and what we're about.
We are Mustangs.
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 We are Mustangs!
So hello, who am I here with?
I'm Natalia Lance.
Awesome. So, this is a very beautiful setup that you have going. Like, this whole process is just so, like, nitpicky. So how did this process come about?
So in our PCTV class, we have like a whole broadcasting program, and basically we have part of our class who worked on filming videos for this like pregame live show, and so we filmed some videos about like our sports culture at PC, another one about our service dogs and how they support our community with our mental health, and we also have people working behind the scenes, a part of the class, and they help bring this whole thing together basically. It was really cool.
Awesome. So I'm really glad to have all this here, especially for this big rivalry game. And what skills have you learned from PCTV? You said that you put on an episode every week, and I'm sure that's a lot of pressure and a lot of things that come out of it. So what have you learned?
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely learned a lot about editing and about definitely a lot of social skills as well. You have to like meet a lot of people in this whole process, and you have to interview lots of people. I've definitely learned how to make better graphics, definitely a lot of like teamwork as well. We work with different people each week, and it's really fun.
Awesome. So yeah, what does PCTV mean to the school?
I think PCTV brings definitely a lot to our school. I think it helps our students like get information about what we do every week, as well as people who aren't necessarily in the school every day, like parents or staff who aren't always like aware of what's going on. Definitely gives us information about our sports every week, our extracurriculars, what student council does. It definitely gives us an input in like everything that happens behind the scenes, and it just brings a lot of culture.
Awesome. And what is your role in this class?
So in this class, I'm a main editor along with 4 other people, and basically what we do is we help create assignments for our classes, and we help edit our episode every week, and we help grade assignments, like everything. It's just like a really fun job to do. We get to communicate with new people, and we're just basically like a more leadership role in our classroom, and we help make sure that everything runs smoothly.
That's really crazy process. I'm sure it's pretty stressful on you. And so like, what's it like just doing this for everyone in your school?
I think it's something really cool. I love it. And honestly, it's a really cool opportunity to have. I love being a part of everything that happens behind the scenes, and I love helping inform people about what's going on. So for me personally, this is something that I would like to pursue in the future, and I think that it's a really great opportunity for people to join something new as well.
Awesome. So we'll get back to you in a minute after this video about our special dog, Toby. We'll get back to you in a bit.
Service dogs help students slow down, regulate emotions, and feel safe in overwhelming moments. From anxiety and stress to overwhelming days, these dogs help students feel grounded without saying a word. At our high school, service dogs are a part of how we support students' mental health.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Kreis, and this is Toby, our school counseling dog. A normal school day for Toby begins in the morning. Mrs. Kaler brings him in, and he starts his day off in the crate here. And then as soon as Mr. Tarnitzer arrives, because he gets here before me, he takes them out and takes them up to the front where he sits on the benches, and kids in the morning can stop by, get a morning dose of Toby time. And he's usually there most mornings hanging out until the bell rings. And when kids come in, they can sit with Toby as they meet with me. If the other counselors have students who are having a hard time and want to meet with Toby, we have him go into their room and he sits with them. If you're ever with a counselor and you think Toby would be helpful, you can go ahead and ask, and we can have Toby meet with you. So there have been several times when students are having a moment, very upset, can't really express what's going on, and Toby will just come and sit right next to them. Sometimes he'll rest right on them, and you can just see all the anxiety go away. It's almost like magic. He just makes it easier.
Toby has helped me during stressful moments. I had to do a schedule change one time, and I was kind of nervous because I didn't know what classes I wanted to take. And I walked in there, and I was talking with my counselor, and then he came and laid on my feet, and I started petting him, and it just made it less stressful. Some ways Toby has helped me throughout the school year is before tryouts when I was really nervous. I went into the counseling room, and he was there looking at me. It was great. I calmed down a lot before tryouts, and I see how he can help other students at this school. One word I would use to describe Toby is bubbly.
And across town at Portage Northern, the approach looks different, but the purpose is the same.
I'm Kelly Hinga, one of the assistant principals here at Portage Northern, and we have the privilege of having Fletcher as our emotional support dog here at Northern. So a normal school day for Fletcher is he begins the morning in the lower commons where students are entering and eating their breakfast, and they're able to come over and pet him, hang out with him. Then he will go to a classroom down on the first floor with a math teacher and a co-teacher. He goes into that classroom, I think maybe first and second hour. He's out in the hallways during passing times. He has a couch out in the first floor hallway. He has another bed in the second floor hallway. At lunchtime, he's down in our Office of Student Services, which is my office where students can come in and see him at lunch. He also goes out into the lunchroom at lunch. We also have a couple students who assist us with him each day. There are a lot of times that Fletcher has made a difference in our students' life, but one particular time that I think of is in our office at lunch, we had a student that has some severe anxieties. He was afraid of dogs for a while, but now comes in at lunchtime and uses Fletcher just to lays on the floor with him and pets him, and just it's like, I think, the most important part of that student's day.
My favorite thing about having a support dog at school is seeing people's faces light up when they see him in the hallway and going up to pet him.
Yeah, one way the emotional dog support helped me was going in before a test. I saw him in the hallway, and it kind of just raised my mood, and I was a lot more happier and less stressful going into the test.
One word I would use to describe Fletcher is supportive.
Two rivals, one shared mission.
So hello, who am I here with now?
Hello, my name is Brady White, and I'm a part of Newsies at Portage Central. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and I just saw you run all the way over here from the auditorium, and so, like, is this like an everyday thing for you?
Yeah, no, it's every day. So usually we'll, like the latest, usually our rehearsal schedule is from 3 to 5. Sometimes we'll go 6 to 9, 6 to 8. So it's a lot, but we get it done, and it pays off because we produce amazing shows.
Awesome. So how long has theater been a part of your life? So I know I've known you for a very long time, since like, what, 3rd grade?
Yeah.
So like, I've known you have done this since at least 3rd grade, and what does this mean to you, and how long have you done it?
It means a lot. Theater means a lot to me. Yeah, my first show was here, actually. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, when I was 11 years old. So I pretty much grew up in this theater, and this is something that I kind of want to pursue out of high school and into college. So yeah, just something I love to do.
Awesome. And you were on the Sutton Foster Awards recently, right?
Yes, I was. I went last year for Orpheus, and I will be going this year for Alfred in Alice by Heart.
That's awesome. And what's that process as well? Like, how do you get yourself to being there, and how is it like in that moment?
Yeah, so I'm right now currently I'm doing voice lessons for not Alice by Heart. I'm doing voice lessons for the Sutton Foster Awards. I'm working with Deneen, love her. So usually I will send in a video of me singing a 32-bar cut from Alice by Heart, the show that I was nominated for, and then I'm also sending a 32-bar cut from a song that I just want to sing, from a musical, of course. And in May, I will go there and do a little workshop with some professionals in the industry, which is amazing, so I can ask questions about how audition is and like stress relieving tactics, and then we perform. And 2 people get to go to the Jimmies after that, which is really exciting.
That's really, really awesome. And so you've done this since you were 11, you said, and how old are you now?
Yes, I am 18. I'll have to turn 19 soon.
So in your almost 8 years of doing this, like, what's kind of, like, how have you grown into this, and what's your tradition here at Portage Central with these shows and everything?
Yeah, like I said, I've been here since I was little, so I've got to see a lot of people, a lot of traditions at the school. Yeah, just a lot of traditions that I've seen.
Awesome. And so we've got one more video for you before the handoff to the game, so we'll get back to you in a moment.
Portage Central Athletics has had a year for the history books, with record-breaking seasons and athletes excelling in their sports throughout the first half of this year. This success hasn't come out of nowhere, but instead has been built upon Portage Central's tradition of excellence, commitment, and leadership. However, these traditions don't build themselves. We asked some of our Mustang coaches how they implement team culture and the role it plays in the success of their teams.
Especially team sport, I think the culture really sets the standard of how the season's going to go. You know, it from start to finish. It really establishes who you're going to be, and how well your season's going to get off to a good start and kind of propel you going forward.
A coach's job in instituting culture in the team is a very important one, because when you are putting a team together, you want to make sure that not only do you show them how to perform on the field, but how to behave off the field, how to behave in practice, and what types of things are going to lead to the success of the program.
I think a team's culture has everything to do with their success. I mean, teams that don't have a great culture are going to flounder on the field. You know, we don't focus just on going out and winning games. We focus on doing the right things all the time, and that's really part of the culture.
Well, it starts top to bottom. You know, the coaching staff has to set the standard, and then it goes to the seniors. And then, you know, with our sport, football, we have 3 programs, and we have high expectations for our seniors to establish the culture and expectations and pass that along to the younger groups with our JV and freshman programs.
I think the thing that made our season so successful is the camaraderie the guys had. They were a very close-knit group, and they believed that everyone was part of their family, and they worked hard to support their family.
I mean, if we don't have good team leaders, or we won't have a successful team. So our leaders, especially our student leaders, we rely on almost more than our coaching staff many seasons.
You know, the expectations, what we're going to be and who we're going to be about, and then getting it to our seniors and then down to our lower levels.
Team success is very important coming from culture, because everything that we do is trying to establish who we are and what we are trying to accomplish. So something that we have always done in the soccer programs is work on what is our culture, work on what are the expectations of players in our program, and what are the standards that we are going to put forth so that we can go out and perform the best we can.
Kind of our senior group, you know, I think from past failures, the expectations, our off season was really crucial for us for this season. There was a lot of want to from our kids and players, and they did a tremendous job from start to finish all the way through, and it was a fun group to work with.
I think leadership helps with team success in a couple different ways, and it comes from lots of different places. A coach is obviously one of the leaders who sets the standards and expectations for the entire program. The captains are the people who hopefully understand those expectations and help permeate it through the program. But all players can be leaders, whether it be the seniors or even freshmen. Everyone has the opportunity to lead because the program belongs to everybody. And when you are out representing the program, you can show leadership in lots of different ways.
This historic year for PC Athletics is not over yet. With the winter seasons still ongoing and spring sports yet to come, the future of PC Athletics is bright. With coaching staffs building upon the culture and leadership that...
I think so too. Oh, we're ready. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to PCTV's coverage of Portage Central girls basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel. Today, the Portage Central Mustangs take on the crosstown rival, the Portage Northern Huskies. I'm Marshall Neuman here with Rylan McNally, and we'll be covering the action this evening. Rylan, before we start, give us a quick rundown.
Portage Central comes into this game with a 6-0 record and is hot off a win versus Battle Creek Central this week. And huge win versus a previously undefeated Gull Lake team. A star player for the Mustangs, Olivia Griswold, is on the sideline with a boot today. The Mustangs are hot and looking to continue their win streak. The Portage Northern Huskies come into the game with a 3-5 record and are coming for vengeance after a tough loss to Battle Creek Lakeview.
This is going to be a good game today, Rylan. I'm excited.
Me too.
And the tip goes to the Huskies. Malia Flowers brings the ball up, guarded by Lily Gruder. Swings it to number 14, Cadence Thompson. And that is stolen by Justice. Ooh. She gets it back. Tough mid-range shot. Malia Flowers brings up the ball. Swing it. Marin Folk. I apologize. That is Cadence Thompson, number 14. There's two number 14s on this team. That is great defense by the Mustangs, but that's going to stay the Huskies' way. Inbound from Lily Bruce. She's just a freshman. Inbounded to Malia Flowers with a tough lay.
Ooh, there's two.
That would be 2 points.
Yep, add 2 to the scoreboard.
Mustang swinging the ball around. Lily Gruder. Tough lay.
Ooh, there's another 2. 2-2.
Mustangs in a press here. Ooh. The Huskies slip through. Malia Flowers holds the ball up top, guarded tightly. It's great defense by the Mustangs, and Justice Bovey, is that how you pronounce her last name?
Yeah.
Addie Giebel gets the foul called. She's going to line to shoot 2. And Addie Giebel drains the first one. And the second, off the side of the rim. Malia Flowers brings it down the middle of the court. Fighting, and that would be a travel on number 5, Malia Flowers. Lila Blum inbounds it to Addie Giebel. Addie Giebel takes it up the court. Let's see if the Mustangs can get the offense moving here. Ava Tate, first touches on the ball today. And that's a tough lay. She gets the foul, so she's also going to the line for 2.
Ooh.
Knocks the first one down.
Drains it.
Two in a row.
Full court press.
Malia Flowers with the ball, guarded by Lily Gruder. She gets past half court. Swings the ball. And the Mustangs are just all over that. Lila Blum got her arm stuck in there. They call it a foul. I mean, the stands are just booming here. You can just tell this game has a lot of energy. I mean, you hear the D-up chants. That's got to be 5 seconds. Yep. And the freshman can't get the ball in bounds. Addie Giebel taking the ball up to Ava Tate. Ava Tate holds on to the ball, getting guarded tightly. Lily Gruder, open 3.
Cherry ball.
And that is a little bit long.
It's a little too strong on that one, Marshall.
Malia Flowers takes up the ball. Little out of control, and she somehow still has it, but that's another travel. So I think there she took one too many steps, and that's why they called that.
Yeah, that's what I think too, but I'm not sure. Last I checked, I think a travel is a couple too many steps.
I agree with you there. That is what I heard. Justice Bove, little short on the mid-range jumper. Malia Flowers with the ball again. She seems to be the one taking the ball up most of the time. She spins through, and that is a short layup. She needs a little bit more there.
Yes, she does.
The Mustangs have the ball again. No subs yet in this game. Addie Giebel taking the ball up. Swings it to Ava Tate. Gives it to Justice. And Justice drive. That will be a foul. That will be a foul on Emma Moon. Nope, I apologize. Rihanna White. Justice at the top. Swings it. Justice back with the ball. Looks like the Huskies are in a zone here. See what the Mustangs can do. Big swing to Lily Gruder. Back up to Addie Giebel. Mustangs are moving the ball around. Addie Giebel does nice keeping the ball there. Justice, little step back mid-range. Just a little too much. Malia Flowers takes up the ball again. Swings it to Lily Bruce, who also...
Ooh. A little close there, but ultimately did not go in the rim, so...
Wow, that was actually a backcourt violation there. So Lily Gruder passed the ball to Addie Giebel when she was on the other side of the court, and you can't do that in basketball.
Crazy rule, I tell you. Crazy rule.
And you got to wonder, like, how did these people make that rule up?
You know, I don't know. It's an interesting rule, but I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. Lily Bruce with the ball up top. See what the freshman can do. Swings it to number 14.
Stray ball.
Cadence Thompson just a little long.
Dunk
Lily
it.
Gruder with a pass just a little too strong. And those Portage Central boys just walked in the gym, and all I can say is wow. Number 5, Malia Flowers with the ball. Lily Gruder picking up full court. Number 11, Lily Bruce, just a little long.
Off the back rim there.
It's going to be a foul. Number 12, Marin Folk. And she's getting subbed off. Some subs in for the Mustangs as well. Number 34, Caitlin Thompson enters the game, and so does Carson Stevenson. Carson Stevenson with the ball, swings it to Lily Gruder. This ball movement, wow. Lily Gruder trapped. Stolen by number 25, Samantha Lee. Cadence Thompson brings the ball up now. Malia Flowers, and that'll be a timeout from the Portage Northern Huskies. We will be back after break. The Mustangs are currently up 5-2. And we're back into girls smaction. Lily Bruce inbounding the ball, see if she can get this one in. She finds number 23, Emma Busher, in the corner. Back to Lily Bruce. Finds Malia Flowers. A nice move inside.
Ooh.
She just
Little short.
great defense by the Mustangs. Not sure what happened there. Emma Moon has the ball now. Swings it to Lila Blum. Hands it off to 34, Caitlin Thompson. And that just was not the right decision there. Emma Moon inbounding the ball. Finds Ava Tate. Back out to Emma Moon. Drives in the lane and puts up a left-hand layup, just not there. Little strong off the backboard. That's going to be a foul on Caitlin Thompson as she just bodies Malia Flowers off the ball. Malia Flowers getting picked up by Emma Moon, full court. She picks up her dribble. That's a very interesting move. And that's got to be, yep, that's 5 seconds. So you can't hold on to the ball for that long without dribbling.
That is a rule. Crazy one, too. Just like the backcourt violation. Very crazy rule if you think about it.
Emma Moon bringing the ball up, swings it to Lila Blum, who finds Carson Stevenson. Little mishap on the dribble, but finds Justice wide open, and bang!
Tray ball.
50 seconds left.
6-7.
Number 25, Samantha Lee, finds the open bucket. Huskies trying to stay in this one. Caitlin Thompson, pump fake, drives the lane, and she's blocked, but it will stay with the Mustangs. Lexi Schultz entering for the Huskies, along with number 10, Rihanna White. Two seniors. Let's see if they have some good ball knowledge to get their Huskies back in the game. Right into the game, Lexi Schultz finds a foul on number 34, Caitlin Thompson, as she goes to the line for two. Little short off the front of the rim on the first one. Number 5, Malia Flowers, subbing off for the Huskies. Lexi Schultz has the ball, middle of the court.
Oh.
And it is stolen from her. She almost
She's about
slipped.
to dunk it.
Carson Stevenson with the bucket on both sides, the defense and offense. Lexi Schultz, 2 seconds left, half court, and she did not realize the clock was ticking down. That's it for the first quarter. The Mustangs are up 10-4 against the Huskies, and we will be back soon. We are back in, tuning into the second quarter. Mustangs up 10-4. Rylan, what do you think the Huskies have to do here to keep this game close?
I think they're going to have to score more points than what we have. That would be 6 points from here, but that's what I think.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Emma Moon taking the ball up. Picks up her dribble, but she finds Lila Blum. Back out to Justice. Back to Lila Blum. Back out to Justice with a lay, but and she gets fouled. Bucket does not drop, but she will get 2 free throws. Not sure what these random noises are. We're having some technical difficulties up here. I'm sorry about that. She drops 1 out of 2. Rihanna White with the ball, finds Lexi Schultz. In to Marin Folk, to number 5. Malia Flowers can't find the rim there. Usually the problem isn't finding the rim, it's actually getting it in the rim. But there, Malia Flowers had trouble finding the rim.
She sure did. It's okay, though.
It happens to the best of us. Emma Moon with the ball. She is sly. Carson Stevenson a little too long there. Rihanna White with a tough lay. Lila Blum hands it off to Carson Stevenson. Spin move off the backboard, a little too strong. Rihanna White driving down the court to Marin Falk. Finds Malia Flowers, and she does find the rim, and she finds the middle of it today.
Center cut.
Emma Moon out to Justice, swings it, all up in her grill. Tough move by Lila Blum. Now we're getting some more action here in the second quarter.
Yes,
Lexi
we
Schultz
are.
was not ready for that pass. Just a
Butterfingers.
miscommunication between Malia Flowers and Lexi Schultz. Lily Gruder back in the game, and she scores right away. Mustangs up by 7. Malia Flowers bringing the ball up to Cadence Thompson. Finds Rihanna White. And that is an illegal screen on Lexi Schultz. You can't move your feet and set a screen at the same time. It's just another rule that they've made.
Yeah, another crazy one. I don't know about that one, though.
Emma Moon with the ball. I apologize. That is Kate Moon, her twin, now in the game.
Twin and
Malia Flowers, Euro step, left-handed lay, and it drops. You don't see that very often. That is a really great move. The Huskies pick it up. Malia Flowers drives again, another Euro step, and she gets fouled this time. She really has that move down.
She does. She must practice that a lot.
I bet she does. I'm not much of a betting man, but if I were to bet on that, I would bet on it.
Me too. Me too, Chris.
First one drops. Huskies back to a 4-point disadvantage from the Mustangs.
Good choice of words there, Marshall.
Trying my best, kid. Kate Moon with the ball, passing it to Justice Bove, to Lily Gruder. Ava Tate really wanted that, and off of the back rim. Huskies find Malia Flowers to bring it up the court. Guarded tightly by Lily Gruder, and that was another great move, great pass. This ball movement, the freshman, a little long. Cadence Thompson gets it back, and that's a foul on the Mustangs. Kate Moon gets subbed out for Addie Giebel. The Mustangs are really missing Olivia Griswold here. She's one of their star players. Malia Flowers drives through the lane. That's a foul. I'm not sure about that one, ref.
Yeah, I'd say that one's a travel.
I would not say that's a travel. I would say that is a jump ball.
Yeah, probably. I misspoke.
It happens, man.
Yeah, I take back everything I've ever said.
Malia Flowers misses the first. The second does not drop. Rebounded by Ava Tate, going to Justice Bove. Swings it back to Ava Tate. Out to Addie Giebel. Over to Caitlin Thompson. She drives the lane. And that would be a travel because she took one too many steps.
One less and it probably would have been clean.
One less and it probably would have been clean. Into Malia Flowers. Picked up full court by Lily Gruder. Swings it to 23 with the shot, and she bangs it. Emma Busher. It is all tied up, 15s here now. Justice Bove with the ball, guarded by Malia Flowers. Over to Lily Gruder, swings it out. Back out to Justice with a three. Bang! Justice
Bang crap,
Bove
homie.
with the three. Marin Folk with a tough shot. Rebounded by Lily Gruder, and she's pushed. Had to get her anger out after that shot. Marin Folk will get subbed out for number 25, Samantha Lee. Addie Giebel takes the ball up. Caitlin Thompson hands it off to Justice. Lily Gruder, tough move and does not get the 2 points there, but she does go to the line. Foul on Samantha Lee. Her first personal. Malia Flowers exits the game, and she's proven that she's one of their star players. Never mind, she does not exit the game.
Just a little pump fake there, just to get them on their toes and get them thinking.
And you know what the problem is there, John? She has to exit the game after one of the free throws.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird rule again, but I don't know.
And there's a substitution.
Yep, there
now.
we go. There we go.
Great job by the refs there.
Number 5 just must not known the rule.
Yeah. Lily Gruder drops the second. Lily Bruce takes up the ball, and that looked like a travel to me. Tough catch by 25, out to Rihanna White, and that would be all air.
Yeah, I don't know what she was aiming for.
Little pump fake. Justice with
Hey.
the bucket. Mustangs on a 7-0 run now. Rihanna White trying to get past. That would be a travel.
Yeah, you got to dribble there.
If you want to keep running, you got to keep dribbling.
Exactly. We're not going for first downs. We're going for buckets.
Justice finds Addy Giebel, and great layup. I mean, that's great layup for him there.
Great layup. Form.
Timeout by the Huskies, and the Mustangs lead by 9. We will be back soon. Hey, Jim, now that we're in the second period, what do you think the Huskies have to do? Sorry, we're having some malfunctions here. Something I would never do wrong, by the way.
Neither of us. That makes 2 of us.
That makes 2 of us.
Buffoons.
Buffoons, I'll tell ya. Huskies looking to have some trouble to get it past half court, and she is trapped.
All right, guys, so big game tonight. Who am I here with now?
Johnson.
And Coach Vanderhorst.
Awesome. So very glad to have you boys here. And so this rivalry game, Coach, what does this mean to you tonight? And obviously this rivalry has been back and forth in recent years, at least what I remember. And so, like, what does this game mean to you?
I'm going to rephrase the question and say, what does this mean for the program and for the guys? You know, obviously a crosstown rival brings extra energy, extra motivation, but at the same time, this is a conference game. We get to play, and we're fortunate enough to play in front of our fans. And really, you know, we're coming off 2 wins, and you know, we've been talking every day in practice. We got to keep hitting our stride as we push to the playoffs.
Exactly. And what do you expect from the team tonight?
I anticipate a lot of energy, a lot of heart. These guys are ready. They've been ready all week, and they know what's at stake, and they're going to go after it tonight.
Awesome. And coaching a team like this, like in a community like this, you can tell already a lot of people are coming out just to watch you boys. And what does it mean to represent the Mustangs as a program, a basketball program?
First of all, I'm very blessed. You know, when this job opened up last year, I knew that I would be a fool if I didn't take it. We have such great student athletes here in our program, from freshmen all the way up to the varsity. And you know, coaching, being in an atmosphere like this, it's so much fun. It's I always tell the guys, where would you rather be than right here?
Right here, right now. Awesome. And Ben, you've been on this team for 4 years now?
Yes, sir.
And like, how have you grown into this team, and what has it meant for you to be on this team and with all these guys every day?
I've learned a lot throughout the years, from Coach Higgy to now Coach Vanderhorst, and honestly, it's not only helped me on the basketball court, but it's helped me in real life situations as well, just like commitment and leadership and whatnot. So yeah, this game means a lot to me, and I'm ready to bring home the win.
Awesome, man. A couple months ago, you hit 1,000 points, which is a huge feat, second player to ever do it in Portage Central history. What was that moment like for you?
That was big, of course. Knowing it was the second person to ever do it, and just a big milestone. But yeah, I was excited to hit that 1,000 points and celebrate with my team.
Awesome.
Now he's going for the school record, so stay tuned.
All right. And what are your goals to finish the season? Obviously, get the school
record. But as a team, I would say just go as far as we can, honestly, to win the state championship and, yeah, beat some big teams we've lost to in the past.
Awesome. And lastly, you know, Portage Northern Huskies is about like a 10-minute drive from here, and this game has been anticipated all year. So what does this rivalry game mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot to me. I mean, I've known these guys since I was young, and playing against them every year, you get the nerves, and it's a great feeling. I'm excited to go out there and play.
All right, so the Portage Central girls team are currently winning 29-15. So we'll get back to you in that game in a moment.
Welcome back to PCTV's coverage of Portage Central girls basketball. Currently, the Portage Central Mustangs lead against the Portage Northern Huskies 29-15. Mustangs inbounding the ball. And I just received a message at halftime. Owen Delp really wishes he could be here. I mean, he's a great kid. He's a big fan of the girls' Portage Central basketball team, but, you know, he's on to bigger and better things, like college.
Yeah, I got a text, too, from Kellen McNally. He wanted a shout-out. He's at home, probably chilling on the couch, but he's a really big fan of Portage Central girls basketball, and he wishes he could be here.
I mean, you just love the support that these girls have. Marin Folk with the layup. Addie Giebel taking the ball up. Lila Blum hands it off to Justice. Ava Tate in the corner to Lily Gerder. Back out to Justice. Ava Tate drives in the lane and gets fouled. She will be going to the line for 2. Mustangs are really controlling the game now. And she knocks down the first. Ava Tate with the second, and it drops. Mustangs in another full court press here. Picking up full court. Busher in the corner. Drives in, and she gets the roll. That's a shooter's touch there.
That's great touch. Shooter's touch there.
Lila Blum. Stolen by Malia Flowers. Up to Rihanna White. Back to Malia Flowers. Wow, great ball movement. And the freshman, Lily Bruce, gets that one in.
The Huskies are beginning to heat up here.
Foul on the Huskies. Rihanna White with the foul there. Big pass. What a play designed by the Mustangs there. Lila Blum with the bucket.
Great pass there.
And that would be backcourt violation. We saw that one earlier today, actually.
We did. I think I'm starting to understand that rule. It's starting to make a little more sense now.
Yeah, so if you're past that line, you can't pass it back over that line without it being a violation.
Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't make dollars, but it makes sense.
Rihanna White with the quick hands there. Addie Giebel inbounding the ball. Lila Blum swings it to Justice. Back out to Lila Blum. Addie Giebel drives and lets go of that one. Lily Bruce drives it up the court to Rihanna White. And that is back to the left side of the court, which is where the Mustangs are going to score the basket.
Yeah, their basket is over here, so looks like they're heading that way.
Eddie Giebel. Tough move, and
wow. Good play there.
That would be a travel. I'm telling you, I mean, if I was a coach, I would tell these girls, you can't run without dribbling the ball when you have the ball in your hand.
I agree. I mean, they've been called for travel multiple times now.
And
they got to pick up the dribbling. You know what I'm saying?
Good one there, John.
Thanks, Chris.
Lily Bruce exits the game after that one. I mean, she's only a freshman. She's got some learning to do. Justice, corner three, in front of the student section, and bang!
Wow.
Really got the crowd going there. They went crazy. Malia Flowers drives it down quick.
This gym's really starting to fill up here, Marshall, isn't it?
That's what happens. I mean, these crosstown rivalries, they really bring in the revenue.
They do. Makes sense. There's a lot of people here.
Eddie Giebel brings the ball up. Lila Blum drives, kicks it to Justice. Thought she was going to shoot that one. Lily Gruder drives in the lane, kicks it. Great ball movement by the Mustangs. Euro step, and that is a blocking foul, but I believe she gets 2 shots there. And as we're at a break here, I just wanted to shout out another good friend of mine. I mean, Michael Kazmarski. He's a great kid. Loves watching these girls. And, you know, again, he's off to bigger and better things, but he's still supporting online if he can't be in person.
Yeah, he is. It's great. It's crazy the amount of support these girls have, but
Justice does not convert the second. Cadence Thompson takes the ball up. Spin move, drives down the middle, finds Lexi Schultz, and she couldn't get that one. She might have a little butter on her fingers. Lila Blum finds Lily Gruder. Tough lay by Justice Boev. Justice is just a pure bucket getter. I mean, what can I say? Along with Malia Flowers, I mean, they're going back-to-back. Malia Flowers is only a sophomore. Timeout, Portage Northern. Huskies are down by 15. We will be back after a short break.
Back to the studio, Chris.
Thanks, John.
Every time I straighten my legs. I don't know who was talking.
Sorry about that malfunction there.
Yeah, I don't know who that was talking. Back in business.
Emma Moon with the ball. drives down, and she's stolen. Malia Flowers brings the ball back up for the Huskies. Finds Samantha Lee, who finds number 23, Busher.
Valentine, that is not the shot.
Just off the mark there. Not sure what's happening here. Foul on Portage Northern, Lexi Schultz. I believe that is her third foul.
I don't know.
Moon at the line. Can't convert the second, but she gets her own rebound. I mean, not sure what the refs saw there. I saw a push, that's for sure. Ava Tate. This is what a crosstown rivalry game does. I mean, they're all on the floor, all out.
They are letting it all out there, Chris.
You like what I did? They're all, every single one of them, they're all out.
I like what you did there.
Inbounding to Malia Flowers. Picks up her dribble. Back to Lexi Schultz. Malia Flowers again. Screened by her own teammate. Cadence Thompson up top. Screen, Lexi Schultz. Great pass. Can't convert the layup. Carson Stevenson brings the ball up. Caitlin Thompson, ball up top to number 12, Emma Moon. Drives it in, kicks to Carson, pump fake. A lot going on here, Chris. Lily Gruder with the ball. Ava Tate drives. Tough lay. Mustangs up by 17. 2 minutes left in the third. Busher with a tough catch. Knocked by her own teammate. Lexi Schultz gets the ball.
Giggity.
And she is fouled. She's going to go to the line for two. First one drops for Schultz.
Giggity.
Guy walking up the stands here with the pretzel. It looks very good.
Very good. I really want his pretzel.
I want that pretzel right there that he just handed to his wife. Lexi Schultz converts on the second. Schultz exits the game after making her 2 free throws. Moon takes the ball up. This is Kate Moon now, subbed out for Emma Moon. Samantha Lee, little high off the backboard there. But she does get fouled, so she's going to go to the line. Foul on Carson Stevenson there. There's been a lot of free throws today.
There has been. There's been a lot of fouls, which would equate to a free throw, but there has been a lot of free throws.
Can't make the second. Rebounded by Caitlin Thompson. Doesn't find a teammate. What a save
Wow.
by Kate Moon there. That was impressive. Pump fake again.
Reversing it.
That would be a travel. Busher clapping right in her face. Malia Flowers taking the ball up. Drives in, kicks it to the freshman. And, you know, her shot today, her three-point shot has been a little long every single time. So if she took a little less power off, then it would probably go in the hoop.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she just, I don't know. I don't really know what it is. Maybe she's just aiming at the wrong hoop or something. It's consistently long.
Kate Moon picks up her dribble, gives it to Lila Blum, up to Carson Stevenson. Thompson with the ball, drives. She is fouled, almost converts the and one, but it doesn't drop. Foul on 23, Emma Busher. That is her second foul. First one is good. Rihanna White subbing in the game for Malia Flowers. If the Huskies want to stay in it, I think she has to be in the game.
She will.
Offensive rebound. Kate Moon back out to Lila Blum. Big switch pass to Thompson. Justice in the corner, drives down the line, and that's another foul. The third personal for Rihanna White. First one, good off the front rim. Mustangs up by 18. 20 seconds left. Cadence Thompson with the corner three, bang! 7 seconds left. Let's see what Kate Moon can do here. Swings it to Lila Blum. 3, 2, 1. She gets it off, and it doesn't go in.
Close there.
That's it for the third quarter. Mustangs up 43-28. We'll be back soon. Malia Flowers back in the game. Gives it to Cadence. Haven't seen her on the court yet. Number 20, Ellie Kragel. A lot of funny business going on down there. Addie Giebel takes the ball up, swings it to Justice. Lila Blum drives. Ava Tate. Back out to Blum. Justice gets the ball. Tough floater, and it just rolls out. Ellie Kragel with the rebound. Malia Flowers brings it up. Finds Busher in the corner. She was aiming at the wrong rim there. Addie Giebel inbounding the ball.
It's a weird spot to inbound it from.
Never seen that before. Justice up top. Over to Ava Tate. Back out to Blum, to Gruder. Gruder drives. Couldn't find the gap, and that's going to be a travel. I don't know about that call there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It didn't. To me, it didn't look like she took one too many steps, and that's what a travel is.
Exactly, and we learned that earlier in the game, and I don't know about that one.
I see a guy coming up the stands without a shirt on right now.
It's just a floating head currently.
Oh, I apologize. That is a camo shirt. Turnover on the Huskies. As they bring the lead back to 15. Justice. Oh. She said, "Where are you going?" And Cadence Thompson got her get back there.
Yeah, she did.
Blum. Great layup by Blum there. Malia Flowers. Down to Marin Folk, and that is over the back by Justice. Freshman inbounding. Gets it to Busher. Busher off to Flowers. Flowers, stiff arm. That's not legal. Folk. The freshman with the floater, and it goes. Justice back up top to Blum. Blum drives on Folk, and that's a foul on number 14.
Draws another foul, wow.
That is her third foul. Blum at the line. Little strong on the first. Malia Flowers brings the ball up.
It appears that Officer Garrison's at the door. It's getting pretty serious here.
I mean, this is a heated game. Crosstown rivalry. Gruder finds Tate. Tate to Blum. Blum. They just can't stop her. Flowers bringing the ball up again. And she bounced it off another girl's foot. Stolen by Tate, up to Giebel. Giebel wants to slow it down here. Finds Gruder, finds Blum. Busher with the foul there. Blum at the line once again. Off on the first. Blum at the line. You know, if I was her coach, I would do a lot of free throws with her.
Yeah, they all seem to get put to the line a lot, so that's all their practice should be.
Folk up top. Brianna White swings it to Flowers. Flowers is the tough mid-range. Just a little short.
Yeah, she hit the net, but not inside of the net. It was the outside, so she should aim for the inside next time.
Blum kicks it to Gruder. Gruder for three. Bang. Portage Central's pulling away now. They're up by 21. Schultz gets the ball. With a tough pass to number 11. Good pass by Flowers. Brianna White off the backboard. Justice brings the ball up. Swings it to Giebel. Ava Tate. Off on Ava Tate there. Huskies ball. Some new faces on the court for the Mustangs. Number 10, Katie Hiltz. Number 30, Brenna Bowen. And number 12, Emma Moon. I mean, she's been on the court quite a lot today, but to the freshman in the corner. And there you go. You know, I bet the coach told her to shoot with a little less power, and that's what she did.
And it worked, because it went in the basket this time.
It did. Brenna Bowen wants the three. Bang! Right back at him.
Absolute duel here.
Gruder with the rebound.
Coast to coast.
Finds Emma Moon. Back out to Brenna. Can't she do it
for
a second
another
time?
one? Oh.
No, not this time. That would be a travel, because if you catch the ball and you fall on the ground, then that's also a travel.
The rule's pretty diverse, but the refs are the ones making the calls, so that probably was a travel.
Usually is up to the ref to make the call, as they are the ref.
Yeah, usually. Typically, that's what it is.
Emma Moon drives. Can't find the right color there. Emma Moon locking that girl up. Lexi Schultz swings it to Rihanna White. To Folk, and that's going to be a foul. I believe that is a foul on Carson Stevenson. That is her third personal. Lily Bruce inbounding the ball for the Huskies. Having trouble, finds Lexi Schultz in the corner. Back out to the freshman. rebound by the Mustangs. Finds Rihanna White, who's actually on Portage Northern. Number 20, Ellie Craigle with the bucket. Kirsten Stevenson with the tough leg. Minute 45 left. Mustangs up by 20. Lily Bruce takes the ball up. Schultz with the three, and that is really short. Full court trap. Brenna Bowen breaks it.
Yeah, I think it's 20 points too late for that.
I agree. Carson Stevenson foul. I mean, honestly, I think the Mustangs should just hold the ball, pass it around, you know, get this game over with.
I agree. Just chew the clock out, call it a night.
Great performance by the Mustangs tonight. Stevenson drops the first. And the second. Lily Bruce taking the ball up. Passes it to Ellie Craigle. 40. Abigail Giddings with the three, and it's just off. I mean, just barely. It's going to stay with the Huskies here. Some sportsmanship there I saw between Moon and Lee there. And Bruce, my apologies. As she struggles to get the ball in again. As she held it for one too many seconds.
Yes, she did.
Inbounding the ball. Emma Moon takes it up the court, coast to coast. She's tripped, but passes it right before, and Katie Hilt is fouled. She's going to go to the line. That is Abby, or no. No.
No?
No. Katie Hilt does not convert the first. Second one, just short. Lily Bruce taking the ball up. She's played a lot tonight, a lot of minutes. Finds Lexi Schultz inside. Short, again. It's going to go the Mustangs' way. 37 seconds left, and the Huskies are still in full court. Emma Moon gets it, breaks that trap right away. All the way, coast to coast, just doesn't get the layup. But her twin there, Kate Moon with the layup.
Twin telepathy there.
Twin telepathy. Twin telepathy.
Twin telepathy.
Abby Giddings off the mark. Brianna White struggling to get, finds Bruce. Back out for three. Off the mark again. 10 seconds left. Brenna Bowen saves the ball. Moon finds the other Moon and gets the leg. I mean, it can't end better than that. Twin to twin.
Twin telepathy is through the roof. Through the roof, I tell you.
I'll tell you what, John. the Mustangs have doubled Portage Northern Huskies' score. So let's see if the boys can do a little better. So thanks for tuning in to the exclusive coverage of Mustang girls basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel, powered by PCTV. Portage Central is back in the PC Gymnasium right shortly after this for the boys' game. For me and my partner, Rylan McNally, I'm Marshall Neuman, sending it back to the cafeteria.
NK Central next Friday.
But now it's time for the game we've all been waiting for. The boys, Mustangs, sitting at 4-4, will face off against the 7-3 Huskies. Both teams having dominant point guards and large big men. This is surely going to be a game for the ages. We hope you guys have enjoyed the game and enjoyed the broadcast. But first, we have a couple more interviews and short films to come.
I think this game coming up is going to be a really tight game. Obviously, they've been back and forth all these years, and crosstown rivals, it's only about like a 10-minute drive. It's big rivalry coming up.
Ben Johnson, interviewed earlier, seems confident going into this game. It's been a very hot season for him, but most importantly, Cardi Colbert has been leading this team, I feel, in terms of his dominance on the court, both on defense and offense. And I think it could be a great game for the PC guards. However, PN has Evan McIntyre back coming off of an ankle injury. They were undefeated before he was injured, before getting their 3 losses. And it'll be interesting to see what they can do with a heavy offensive game, but also the big men. You know, on PC, there's Cam Noe, Chase Fight, Cade Tweedy, a lot of guys that can play down in the paint. And on the other hand, though, you have PN with Greg Patrick, a football commit, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup will play out.
We'll get back to you in a minute.
Portage Central, sports have always mattered, but lately, something feels different.
The energy is louder, the stands are more full, and the culture on the field, on the court, and online has completely shifted. What's up, Mustang Nation? I'm Jack.
What's up? I'm Ben.
And today, we're diving into how PC Mustang Sports became more than just highlights. It became a movement, a culture, and a lifestyle.
From packed student sections to record-breaking seasons, PC Athletics has seen major culture shift, especially after COVID.
Post-COVID, had to rebuild, and school spirit had to find its footing again.
But the PC staff pushed us to show up, to compete, and to adjust to a school life together.
And that push paid off. Across soccer, football, tennis, swimming and diving, golf, cross country, and baseball, success followed.
With that success came superfans, students and families filling the stands and bringing the energy back to PC Athletics. What was a huge part of this shift? It was PC Mustang Sports content.
From game recaps to hype videos, social media posts to interviews, PC Mustang Sports gave our athletes a platform.
Followers didn't just watch, they interacted. They commented, they shared, and most importantly, they showed up.
That connection between content and competition helped boost every program and build one unified culture.
So how did PC Mustang Sports grow into what it is today?
And what does it take to lead, create, and carry on that legacy?
Well, we sat down with the people behind the scenes to find out. We talked with Joe Wallace, our former athletic director, one of the original voices behind PC Mustang Sports.
Mr. Wallace, as the creator of PC Mustang Sports, what is the origin story behind it all and how did it all begin?
So in 2014, when I was hired as the AD at Portage Central, I was living in Iowa, and I was an athletic director there. And we had a pretty robust Twitter presence, right? And in Mount Vernon, Iowa, it was MV Mustang Sports was a handle I used for that Twitter account. So even before I was hired at Portage, or even before I came to Portage Central, after I was hired, I knew that the benefits of positive promotion of the athletic department was going to be really, really something that I wanted to lean into. So I got on Twitter and created PC Mustang Sports, first on Twitter, now X, and just started posting things about Portage Central Athletics even before I got here. So ultimately for me, the benefits of positive promotion of the athletic department was something I knew I was going to lean into once I got here.
We spoke with Miss Bowen, who has been instrumental in leading PC Mustang Sports.
So Miss Bowen, what is it like to lead PC Mustang Sports on a day-to-day basis?
On a day-to-day basis, we try to prioritize varsity matchups that are happening here at Portage Central. It's important for us to get the community involved in our athletics program, and I think PC Mustang Sports is a great way to do that.
With how amazing PC Mustang Sports has gotten to today, how do you think your contribution to PC Mustang Sports has had on the impact today?
Well, it certainly is a contribution that I didn't expect. We started PCTV in 2019. At the time, it was just a weekly television show. But one of the things that I think is really important to learn about journalism is that you step up in places where you're needed. And so during the pandemic, it was a need, and our students were excited about stepping up. And so that contribution has been invaluable in their education too, because we fill the need for our community.
Finally, we sat down with Chloe Buggy, one of the editors helping carry the legacy forward. So with this being like the 7th year of PCTV and PC Mustang Sports, how do you feel about the legacy of PC Mustang Sports?
Yeah, I definitely love it. It's such a unique experience because you can always go back on it to like look at what you've done and what's been made. So like even after I graduate or like when anyone in this program graduates, you can always go back and see what you've left. So it's just like nice to know that you've left a little mark on Portage Central as a whole.
We've seen how PC Mustang Sports have changed the game, on screen and on the court.
And today, as PC basketball looks to take home another victory, we're also chasing something bigger.
Another SMAC championship.
From the athletes
to the creators
to the fans who show up every night.
This is PC Mustang Sports.
We're back. Today I'm here with Olin. Olin, what grade are you in?
I am a senior at Portage Central High School.
Olin, how would you say the student section has evolved and adapted over your years here at PC?
I think it's fluctuated year by year, but I think this year especially, I think that The overall attendance game by game has gone down a little bit compared to last year, my sophomore year, but I think that in the big games against Tuan or Portage Northern, I think that overall attendance has gone up, and we have a lot of passion throughout the students at PC, which has helped grow the student section when it's needed.
Especially with all the success here at PC, I feel as though definitely in those bigger games we do show out, you know. But what would you say is the best thing for you personally in the student section that we do?
We have a lot of traditions. You know, I think that my favorite is the paddle during football games. I like that we have many different things we do with the paddle, such as like kissing it and crowd waves and things like that.
What sport, however, do you think has the best student section? I know there's the big one being football. However, basketball and soccer both have very different atmospheres when it does come to how the students show out and show their support. So what do you think has the best?
Yeah, I think that obviously football has the most people, I would say, like year by year. But I think that this year soccer really surprised me, you know. From a player standpoint, I think that there was a lot more people this year than last year. And I think that a lot of people, you know, came out to support our team, not only because of success, but because I think that there's, again, a lot more passion with the PC students this year. So,
you know, for you personally being a state champion, how did you feel about the student section traveling with you guys in your journey to the state championship?
you know, I don't think we would have won the state championship without our support. I think that the idea to have everybody travel with us to the semifinal and final was phenomenal, and I think it helped us a lot, and I think it pushed us over the edge in close games.
So do you think that the Mustang student section gives our athletes a home field advantage, especially in alternate sites?
Yeah, I definitely think it gives us a home field advantage. I think that a lot of the away games that I go to, football, basketball, volleyball, I think that our student section is as big or bigger than the home teams, and I think that really just gives our team that's playing, whether it's football or basketball or volleyball, a home team feel, which gives them a boost and gives them the confidence they need to perform better.
Yeah, especially at the Orchard Lake St. Mary's game against PC. I mean, it was packed when we were there. It was probably one of the biggest student sections that I've seen. And, you know, when we go over to other rivals, being Matawan, inside their gym, we definitely can show out and be loud. But more personal to you, what's been your favorite memory in the 4 years within the student section?
Within the student section, I would definitely say it was the playoffs this year in football leading up to the Orchard Lake St. Mary's game when we were rolling teams and our team was playing well. Yeah, but that's what I would say.
Sweet. Thank you for that, Nolan.
Yep.
Sports. They play a powerful role in the school's culture. They give students a place to belong, to compete, and to come together as a community. But none of this happens on its own.
My role is to be around all athletic events and do whatever has to be done. Game day. Well, like yesterday, I came in and started at 2 o'clock pulling out the chairs, the desks, running the wires, turning on the scoreboard. Somebody turned off our scoreboards last night. Interesting. And it's just getting everything ready for whatever event is going on.
I've been working here for 4 years now. My role is athletic trainer. The favorite part of my job is the ability to get our student athletes back from an injury as quickly and safely as possible to whatever sport that they were injured during.
I've been at Portage Central High School for 9 years and in the athletic department for 4 years. I'm the athletic secretary, so I handle the day-to-day workings of the athletic office, anything that Coach Schaefer needs me to help with. I do the majority of the financial stuff for athletics. I'm also the gate manager, so I manage and find people to work all of the athletic events, the gates to take the money, the passes, that type of thing. Fall through spring, all of the athletic events. Watching the teams do well.
I call it my fountain of youth.
I had a notion that I wanted to help people.
The kids I knew, that's the best part. It doesn't get any better than that.
The moments students live for simply wouldn't happen without the work of our athletic support staff team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to this broadcast. I've got Justice Booby here, who led the team tonight in points there. Victorious 62-36 win. Now I've got Coach Brown over here. So I've got a couple questions for you guys about the game. So Coach, crosstown rival, biggest game of the year, arguably. So what does this game win mean to you?
It's always fun to play them, being the rival. The relationships that we have with them, between the players, it just makes it a big game and just a fun atmosphere. And the fans and everything just make it a memorable event for us. So it's always great to get a win here.
And how's this season been so far? Obviously, good win. And what are your expectations for the rest of the season?
Season so far has been going great. The girls are working hard, getting better each and every day, and we're looking forward to continuing our good play and continue to get better.
Awesome. And Justice, 16 points, leading scorer of the game. How did you make the win happen?
I would say the win wasn't a personal thing. I would say my teammates were the main people that were pushing me up from the beginning. When shots weren't just falling, they were always there to pick me up, and that's what kind of led me to what happened.
Awesome. And what are your personal goals for the rest of the season, obviously, this game and going on for the future?
My personal goals are to grow as a player, but also as a teammate, to always be there for my teammates on and off the court, and to just grow as a person and as an individual player, and just see what happens from there.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Good job tonight, guys. And now it's time for the big event, the boys game versus the Huskies. We'll get back to you at tip-off.
the Notre Dame football commit, Gregory Patrick, and Quentin Swanson getting the start. And then for the Mustangs, it's going to be a normal starting lineup. Gladson Larabors back in there at the guard positions. AJ Giebel, Cardi Colbert, and Ben Johnson, and then Chase Fike and Gladson Larabors rounding out. And then what do you think Portage Northern is going to try to do in this matchup tonight? Any specific things?
I think Portage Northern is going to look to get the ball down low early into Greg.
Yeah.
And try and work it down low. And the Mustangs, we got to come out hot and knock down our shots early.
Yeah, last year in this game, lots of turnovers, especially the one at the Igloo at Portage Northern. Ben Johnson, I remember vividly, he had a lot of steals in that game. Quentin Swanson didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but if Northern's able to knock down their shots a lot here, use their athleticism to get to the cup. Yeah. Amari Lewis and Chase Fike jumping it up here. It's a packed student section for both sides. And Northern wins the tip. Swanson gets the ball. Swanson drives left. Outside Lewis for three. Wanted the foul, no good. Johnson comes down with the rebound. And Giebel inside the fight. Back out to Giebel. There's a screen. Giebel drives inside. Off the glass, off the rim. The double bounce goes in for Giebel there on the baseline. And stolen by Chase Fike. Colbert down the court, over to Johnson. Inside, the reverse no good. Larabors for three, good! Quick 5-0 lead for the Mustangs. What are you seeing from the Mustangs offense early on here, Gavan?
I mean, we're looking hot. First three, Gladson knocking it down. He was putting them shots in early today at the gym.
At Bronson Athletic Club. Quentin Swanson out to Lewis. Lewis to Gatherson, hop step. And foul on the floor. I believe that was on Larabors. And Lewis inbound. Lewis, he's got some athleticism, man. Saw him in warm-ups. They'll go past half court to Wells. Stephen Wells, very fast player, likes to get to the cup. A great playmaker. Swanson guarded by Johnson. This was the matchup last year that decided the game. Spin from Swanson over Fike. No good. Rebound by Chase Fike. Johnson for three. No good. Lewis inside. Puts it in over Fike. Using that vertical of his, a crafty finish from Ari Lewis. And a foul there on Johnson off the ball. Great job from Lewis there. Sells it a little bit, but he'll get the call. Energy high in the building so far. How do you think the student section's going to play in this one?
I mean, I think whoever's got the louder student section will definitely be a factor. The gym's packed. The noise is echoing tonight. We're in for a matchup for sure.
Yeah. And stolen. Colbert retrieves it. Yeah, these rivalry games, student section always plays a big role. And Johnson drives right on Swanson. Inside to Giebel. Northern fans want to travel, and Larabors knocks down another one. Starting out hot. Gladson Larabors, there's a lot of people on that northern side. This could be a big game for him. Good contest from Fike, no good from Lewis. Patrick Can't connect. The foul on Colbert, but great job to hang in there on the huge strength from Patrick, Notre Dame offensive lineman. And what do you do defensively, against a guy like Greg Patrick, all that strength down there?
I mean, you got to look to front him if is the play. Hope you got the backside help on the backside, and hope that does enough. I mean, kid's going to Notre Dame for a reason.
Yeah. Reminds me a little bit of Nikola Pekovic from the early 2010s Timberwolves. Great strength, great post player. But we'll see if he adds some layers to his game this season. As last year, he was held silent in this game. Fight drives right. Behind Swanton's back to Colbert, and that'll be Northern basketball. And the Northern fans, as always, have a passionate student section get involved early here. And the Huskies tonight without one of their star players, Javarian Boyd Franklin. Lewis blocked by Larabors. Colbert forecourt. Drives left. And a travel called. And this is what happened last game for the Mustangs. Turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, it was a struggle on offense with turnovers, so that's the first one, but the Mustangs got to look to keep them limited tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And a sort of similar team to Benton Harbor. Northern's got a lot of those speedy guards that the Benton Harbor Tigers had a week ago. Wells inside, out to Lewis. Lewis for three. No good. Gets his own rebound, reverse layup, and it's in. He gets the basket easily, man. That's effortless for him. Fike with the basketball. Outside to Colbert. Larabors on the baseline. That goes back court, but they'll say it was tipped by Wells. So Northern's fans get loud. Colbert, no good. And Irving. And they'll say it's a foul on Johnson. I believe that's his first. Maybe inbound to Irving. Swanson drives on Johnson, and another foul on Ben Johnson. That's two early ones. Oh. I believe that's one. Cam Noe checks in. And that one goes out of bounds. And Portage Northern fans. Bloomquist feeling that hostility early on here as he checks in. Outside to Larabors. The pump fake, drives, blocks. Evan McIntyre in his first game back. Irving for three. It's good. An early lead for Northern. And it's loud on that Husky side, man. Colbert being guarded by Swanson. He's a great perimeter defender. Mustangs moving the ball around. Colbert for three. No good. And the fast break here for the Huskies. Swanson fires. Oh! Lewis soars through the air, gets the rebound. No, he goes out off the wall. And the offense running through Larabors and Colbert here early on. After Johnson picks up those fouls. Screen right. And an illegal screen call. What do you think the Mustangs need to do with Ben Johnson off the court early on here, these fouls?
Interesting strategy by Coach Vanderhorst there. I mean, one of our key players, if not our best player, on the bench early, but the Mustangs got to look to battle a little adversity if they're going to see him on the bench. Gladson stepping up early. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. They said Coach Vanderhorst said that he needs Ben Johnson at crunch time as he picked up those early fouls. Carter Hudeke into the game for Lara Boys. Bloomquist on the floor, and they'll call back court. Mustang fans unhappy with that one. And Wells, hop step inside, no good. Giebel over to Bloomquist, Mustang fast break, and tipped out of bounds by, I believe, McIntyre. As an athlete who came off a big injury yourself, what do you think Evan McIntyre needs to do on the court here? First game.
I mean, he's just got to find his rhythm coming back. He's been out a couple games. Just find his foot and find an early basket. He's already got that block, so I think he's getting back into that starting role already.
Justin coming off the bench today, unusual spot for him. And double screen here for Colbert. Working on Swanson. He'll drive and lose the ball. Great defense early on here from Swanson, shutting down some marquee Mustang players. And Johnson comes to the scores table. Swanson dictating traffic. Drives right on Hudeke. And say it was out of bounds off Noe. Great contest there. Another one of the marquee football players in this game.
That is true.
And Swanson here to inbound. We'll go back out to Quentin Swanson. This is Dylan Lewis over there in the corner. Irving screen from McIntyre. Drives on Noe inside. Fades away and puts it in. A great finish from Kabir Irving. And those are some long arms from Cam Noe there. Good way to finish over that. It's a tough shot. Johnson drives left. Deflected by McIntyre. There's a Mustang player on the table over there. Can't quite tell who that is. Is that Cardion Colby?
I believe so.
That'd be a big loss. Johnson drives left, pulls up. No good. Irving gets a switch on to Noe. Back out to Irving for three. No good. Foul on McIntyre of the Mustangs basketball. Ben Johnson hasn't gotten hot early on here. Looking to return to that form he was in. First couple games of the season, scored 47 points against Hackett and hasn't been quite to that level since then. Hudeke with the ball. Coleman, as clock expires, Hudeke's got to put one up, and he won't. That's the quarter. 11-8, early Portage Northern lead. What'd you see there early on, Gavan?
The Mustangs still looking to find the basket after them couple early buckets, but turnovers here at the end of the quarter have killed them. I mean, they're getting down the floor and turning the ball over. Not going to win a game doing that.
That's been the difference early on here. I mean, the Huskies getting some good looks, but I guess the Huskies getting more shots up. It's just been the Mustang turnovers hindering them early on here. And we'll be right back. back. Some more smack basketball action, the second quarter here of the Battle of Westnich. That northern side getting loud here. Start the quarter. And the two big lineup here for the Mustangs. As McIntyre, defensively, has been dominant here. Johnson being guarded by Lewis. Johnson left side. Over to Colbert. He'll reset it up top. Look at the action going here with the screen from Giebel. And back up top to Colbert. Drives right, loses it. Now the Portage Northern basketball. Momentum really swinging here.
Mustangs are looking out of it on offense.
McIntyre takes the ball up the floor. Over to Irving. Good ball movement from the Huskies. Blocked by Noe. Fast break, Colbert with the right hand. That's a goaltender on Amari Lewis. Good effort to get up there, but that can be a run-up swinger there for the Mustangs. And that Portage Central student section finally starting to get involved here. Lewis inside Irving, right back out to McIntyre, and it's good. Or sorry, to Swanson. Over outstretched arm to Noe. Johnson with the answer. On the board with a three. Big one for Johnson there for his confidence. And Irving fires. A lot of three-point attempts early on here. Fight. Couple high-paced possessions there. Mustangs slowing it down now. Screen from Giebel. And a blocking foul on Watkins. And the senior Brandon Jones checking into the game for the first time. Really big lineup here for the Huskies to combat the Cam Noe and Chase Fight combo at Portage Central. Fike with the ball. Over inside, Fike. There's his first bucket of the game. Mustangs take the lead. Good finish for Fike. Lewis drives on Noe. Crossover. It's good. Great finish from Amari Lewis. Creative dribbling. Fike over to Colbert. Fike posts up and puts it in the baby hook from Chase Fike. McIntyre back out to Swanson. Lewis fades, gets the foul. It's the first on Giebel. What have you seen so far early on the second? Any adjustments coming in?
Yeah, the Mustangs looking to get the ball down low now. Chase Fike 4 early points in this quarter. I mean, it's working for him. Maybe we should stick to that.
High score possession early on here for the Mustang, quarter. Johnson had that three early on. Yeah, like you said, the 2 buckets from Fike. And here's Patrick coming back into the game. Second one from Lewis Falls. Giebel running the show here for the Mustangs. Using the gravity of Colbert and Johnson, open things up on the other side. And they'll reset the possession with Colbert up top. Still getting that Quentin Swanson matchup, deflected by Swanson. And Colbert shields him away. That'll be Mustang basketball. Say neck and neck so far. Johnson with the double screen. Fires. It's good. He's heated up. Once he sees one go. Wells drives baseline inside to Greg. Stolen by Fike. And goes on the floor. Johnson comes out with it. He's going to fire up a pass into Fike, and it's good. Johnson and Fike both with 6 points respectively early on in this quarter. And what do you see from Ben here to kind of start opening up, start letting it fly a little bit?
A lot of off-ball movement. I mean, he's not doing too much with the ball in his hands. He's just getting the ball and finding open space.
Definitely. Should have been a lot more confidence that I've seen in the last couple of
Yeah,
games here.
for sure. Looks like Noe's going back there to the table now.
Yeah. Looks to be some cramps. Yeah, Cardi was dealing with those a couple minutes ago, but this is one of the best trainers in the game there, Lance Torno. Getting the guys back ready to go. And it'll be the same lineup for the Huskies. Joseph Gaiman checks in for the Mustangs, first appearance of the game. Saw him earlier on our broadcast. Member of the Portage Central TV internship class. And here's Swanson. Inside to Patrick. Blocks, but you get the foul call. Fight dumbfounded by that one. And Patrick will go to the line. First one drops. And the Mustangs get some strength in there. Cade Tweedy checks in the game. As Vandy thinking that too big lineup looked good last time, so we'll go with Tweedy instead of Noe this time. And the second one will fall for Patrick.
One of the Mustangs' key role players, Gladson Larabors, 3 early fouls. And Mustangs are going to have to look to play with this rest of this half for sure without him.
I mean, he was an engine offensively that first quarter. As Johnson drives, no good, it'll be short. And they'll say Wells touched it last. That's unfortunate. Mustang basketball. Colbert's in now. And over top, Gaiman. Using that football talent. Haul that one in. Let's go Mustangs chant for the student section here. Get some energy into this team. There's a screen from Fike. Johnson trying to create a shot for himself. Colbert inside. Johnson fakes. The mid-range. Good look, can't get it to go. Halfway down the cup there. Lewis drives full court. And here's Irvin for 3. And that'll be a foul on Patrick, loose ball foul. Maybe an over the back.
I think they got him for hooking.
Yeah.
Mustangs sending the chant down to Patrick down there, telling him to stick the football.
I mean, Patrick, he's one of the best athletes, maybe in SMAC history, but not much success against his bitter rivals in the Mustangs. Went to middle school here at Portage Central, but hasn't had much luck beating them. Johnson for three. It's good! Another one for Ben Johnson. 8-point Mustangs lead. Big quarter here for Portage Central. 5-point lead. And foul on the Mustangs. Bloomquist checks into the game. Lewis over top the Swans. Lewis for three. It's good. That's a big shot. And Johnson slows it down here. Screen for Fike. Illegal screen on Chase Fike. He can't believe it. And Swanson inside. And a charge. Interesting. Ref says Johnson had his feet set there. And they'll get the call.
It's McIntyre's second.
Yeah, if they can get those Northern bigs in foul trouble early on, or the wings as well, that would be huge. Especially a guy like McIntyre or Swanson. So switchable and talented defensively. Same thing with Amari Lewis. They can all guard 1 through 5. And Chase Fike right by Patrick. Blocked by McIntyre. Foul call, and Northern can't believe it. I didn't see much contact there.
That is McIntyre's third.
Yeah.
Not good for the Huskies.
That's a big call. And Fike will go to the line. Maybe a get-back call. Fike had some fouls going the wrong way for him. The first one, no good. And the classic ball don't lie coming in from the Northern fans. Here's a second for Fike. It's in. 3-point Mustang lead. Mir Irving gets a switch on to Bloomquist. Or sorry, a zone here, I believe, for the Mustangs. But maybe not. And Tweedy comes out to the perimeter. Lewis drives, gets the foul. Minutes to go here in the first half.
Be a big momentum shift here.
Yeah.
Leading into the second half if one of the teams can catch fire.
Yeah, I think this last minute will be big for sure. That's Smith over to Irving. Swanson. It's a screen for Patrick. And we must start basketball.
Looks like a carry from Swanson.
What do you think the Mustangs need to do to close out the half here?
Got to at least get a bucket here and maybe a stop, go 2 for 1.
Yeah. See if they try to go 2 for 1 here, get a quick shot off. Maybe they hold it. Johnson drives right. Outside, Gavan for 3. No good, oh. Way off the mark. And Huskies might look to hold it here until halftime. Irving drives. Lewis inside. With the left, puts it in. 5 seconds left. Johnson, he's getting a shot off here. Fires. No good, off the front of the rim. Mustangs lead 26-25. Covered in the half. What did you see in that first half there, Gavin?
I mean, a lot of fouls being called. Refs are calling it a little soft, but in a rivalry game, both teams got to keep their head. Boris and McIntyre both in foul trouble. Can't let them, that'll affect them going into the second half. I mean, Gladson 6 early points, got in foul trouble. He's got to stay hot coming off the bench this second half. Played a huge role for the Mustangs.
And we'll see if tempers come into play second half. Rivalry game, close one. Not much we can ask for here. We'll see you guys at the end of the half.
right, chill. I got to stay.
Shout out to all the gods out there.
Welcome back to PCTV's coverage of Portage Central boys basketball. Currently, the Portage Central Mustangs lead against the Portage Northern Huskies 26-25 after a back-and-forth first half. Gavan, what do you see in that first half? What needs to change here in the second for both sides?
I mean, both teams had key players role players stepping up. Kamari Irving stepping up for the Huskies, and Gladson Lairborg stepping up early for the Mustangs. So,
yeah. And Johnson and Fike got hot at the end of the half there for the Mustangs. Kept them afloat, kept them ahead in this one. And the Portage Central seniors in the student section trying to get anything going, but I mean, the younger kids, man, they just don't understand. They don't understand what it means to be in the student section. Stolen by Colbert. And Giebel's going to slow it down. Mustangs not looking to play in the fast break too much here, like in the half-court offense. Johnson gets it at the low post. And Chase Fike and one over Patrick.
looks like Chase Fike's coming out hot to start the second half, where he started off at the end of the first.
Another member of PCTV. They can do great things on and off the broadcast. And Fike can't connect. Northern student section does the silent method.
Oh, and Lairborg just picked up his fourth foul.
Jeez. Noe will come right in. And you can tell it's the game Lairborg's looking forward to. You got to feel for him there. A couple tough fouls early on here.
That one hurts for the Mustangs.
Sure. Lewis drives baseline. Almost got that to go. It would have been a great finish.
Looks like the Mustangs are looking to run the floor early on here in the second half.
Yeah. Stolen by Lewis. And big hit from Johnson. Another foul there. A lot of fouls here for the Mustangs.
Johnson's third here. One more and Mustangs might be in some trouble with him and Lairborg on the bench.
Yeah, Lairborg is kind of able to be a place of calm and consistency for the Mustangs. Big to miss him. And Patrick inside on Giebel. Pass it out, though. I mean, if you're Patrick, wouldn't you have to go up with that one against a smaller defender?
If I'm him, I'm going up there. I mean, coach is definitely going to give him a talk after that one. Being that big and that low in the post, got to go up with the ball there.
And Lewis goes left. And another foul on the Mustangs.
Refs are calling this one tight tonight, not letting the game get out of control.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it is important to do in a rivalry game, but yeah, a lot of fouls here early on in the Mustangs in the second half. Swanson gets it. Patrick with the screen. Swanson drives on Noe. For three. No good. And Northern basketball yet again. Keep on getting extra possessions.
Johnson going to the bench with those three fouls. Coach doesn't want to risk him getting a fourth this early in the second half.
Yeah. I believe this is Coleman's first action of the night. Played a lot against Ben Harbor. And Colbert running the break here. Swings it around. And Lewis on the floor. I didn't see the contact there. I was focused on the ball.
Looks like he's drawing a lot of fouls tonight, selling them.
that's the second on Fike there. Lewis drives on Fike. Gets to the cup and can't put it in. And a foul there on Swanson. But yeah, big part of having that two big lineup. Timeout Portage Central. A two big lineup there, stopping. Lewis gets by one, but can't finish over the other, and Noe. And we'll be back shortly after this timeout. We are back. Colbert inbounds to Giebel. And Corday Watkins now in for the Huskies. Colbert with the pump fake. Off the hands of Fike. He struggled here early on in the third. And only 2 points scored by either team through 4.5 minutes of play here in the third quarter. Things really starting to slow down. And Lewis to the line. First one good.
Refs are really taking control of this game. I think they got to let the boys play a little bit more.
Yeah. Maybe the Mustangs a little too aggressive with the hands here. They forced a lot of turnovers in this game last year. Maybe that was a product of the refs being a little bit more lenient, but still a 1-point lead for the Mustangs. And looks like a zone here from the Huskies. First time we've seen this tonight. And it's a travel from Ben Coleman. Bad execution there from the Mustangs against his own defense.
Subbing in Johnson there. Yeah. Assuming the Huskies go zone, probably look to get him an open shot.
Yeah. Especially having a veteran player like Johnson, he's seen all you can throw at him in high school basketball. So, and right in the hands of Cam Noe. Watkins trying to make a backdoor cut there. And Colbert wanted the foul. 2-on-1 here. Watkins back to Swanson. He puts it in. Huskies back in the lead. And that's 1,000 points for Quentin Swanson. We're here. Colbert for 3. Just getting word. Congratulations, Quentin Swanson, 1,000 points. He's had a great career for the Huskies. And getting some love there from the Northern students. Still with that zone with the double screen. Inside Noe. And Mustangs still running that normal action. So they switch things up against the zone. It's a play call from Vandy. Colbert drives baseline. The floater short. And fast break here over the arm of Irvin.
Colbert looking to still find his feet in this game. Hasn't had a huge effect on the game with any scoring tonight.
Hasn't played as big of a role. So a lot of the times he's able to make a big difference without scoring. His playmaking and his ball handling, but just with the pace of the game, he hasn't really been able to show much of that tonight. And Giebel gets on the elbow. That's how you beat the zone there. Flake. Chase Flake with the hook. That's a shot there tonight. He spent money with that.
Little baby hook.
Yeah. Using his length to his advantage. And Swanson, 2,000-point scorers in this game on the career of Johnson and Swanson. And Lewis fires a three. That's an interesting decision early on in the possession. Play wasn't fully set up. Giebel inside. No good, but Noe with the putback. Mustangs lead by 3. And Lewis beats 2 defenders, but loses it. And tie up between Giebel and Swanson there. It's going to be a jump ball.
Mustang inbound.
Chase Fight gets it.
Looks like the Huskies are back in man.
And Colbert fires a deep 3. It's good! Mustangs lead by 6.
Is that the shot for him to find himself in this game? Will we see Cardi Colbert heat up in the second half?
Yeah, he knocks down some really deep ones, and that really gets the Mustangs going offensively when you see those fall there. And the timeout from Coach Prom, the Northern bench. A little run there for the Mustangs. And we'll see if they come out in timeout with the same intensity. What do you think's opened up offensively here for the Mustangs? Back down these shots.
A lot of the off-ball movement and swinging the ball fast kind of had the Huskies scrambling to find their man off the inbound there, opening up Cardi for the 3.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. So they're swinging the ball around better and just better execution here from the Mustangs.
Yeah, not as many turnovers early on.
And we'll be right back. We are back. Two minutes left in the third quarter here. Mustangs knocking down some shots. Got a late lead here in the battle for Westich. Irving working on Giebel here. And Swanson drives baseline over Chase Fike. Inside, Giebel playing on that free throw line, and stolen by Swanson. The turnovers once again. Fast break for Northern. And that's a foul. I believe that was on Cam Noe.
Oh, they got Johnson on the foul there. That is not good for the Mustangs, putting him at 4.
And we'll see, Vandy goes to the bench. Colin Steele. And Colin gets some of his first varsity minutes here. Just got called up from the JV team, the sophomore. Excellent athlete. Football, wiffle ball, baseball back in the day. Here's the first one from Lewis. And not often you see a JV call-up get like real minutes in the varsity game.
Coach is going real deep in that bench. Looks like Brian Stoddard's coming in.
Interesting here. See what the plan is with these new players.
And
Fike goes up with it, puts it in. Chase Fike, he's had a quiet 10 points tonight. Lighting up the score sheet.
Looks like the Mustangs are in zone.
Seems to be working here. Northern has been getting to the basket on the zone defense, but it's just been if they can finish. Swanson fades away, and it's good. Looked like Kevin Durant there. Gets it and fires. Do see a lot of shades of Kevin Durant in this game. And Steele. And look at the hustle from Noe. Colbert fires from 3. No good. And Swanson. Guarded by Colin Steele. Inside is Lewis. Over 2 defenders. Patrick with the rebound. No good. And I cannot believe Northern couldn't score there. They'll get another look at it, though.
Probably the last shot of the third here. 5 seconds left.
Yeah. Swanson gets it. Oh, a crafty finish. That's pretty. Big bucket there. We're all tied up going into the 4th. Portage Northern, Portage Central tie ball game. This is what you play for. This is what you come to the games for. Rivalry basketball.
Let's see here what both first-year coaches draw up here for the 4th quarter. I mean, Coach Vandy on the JV team for a number of years. And Coach Prom for Northern, I believe he's new to the system. I mean, coming into this big rivalry, Coach has got to draw up something big for this 4th quarter.
Yeah, and set of the president of winning against your rival in your first year as head coach. I mean, these are the type of games that make or break your tenure as a coach. You got to beat your rivals, and especially in a game like this, one that's been dominated by the Mustangs the last couple of years, and it's been, pretty much the same team, the same players. So we'll see if anything changes here down the stretch. Any coach is trying to make some big adjustments, but yeah. Huge 4th quarter here for more than just tonight. Stoddard checks in the game for the first time. Hasn't been able to get into a great rhythm early on here this season, but I mean, he's a good player, plays on AAU. Very solid player. Lewis, the hezzy, inside, fades away, and it's good. A tough finish for Amari Lewis. And the Huskies with their first lead in a minute. I believe the first of the second half. Northern students getting involved here. Stoddard goes to Colbert. Mustangs moving the ball around here. Steele loses it. And the Northern coach is animated over there. They wanted a travel or a double dribble. No, he can't connect. And they'll go to the line.
Noe at the line here. Let's see if he can knock these 2 free throws down and bring the Mustangs back to even. No good on the first.
Yeah, for sure. Here's a second from Noe. No good. Needed those ones there. 7 minutes remain. And Swanson's been hot. Drives on the underclassman and puts it in the air. One. That's a big finish for the Huskies. And Coach Vanderhorst sends Johnson right back out. It's been a struggle without him in the game. And Stoddard will stay in. Giebel comes out. You think Johnson closes up the game here?
I mean, he's got to be smart on defense.
Yeah.
He'll definitely close it out if he can stay away from that foul.
I think that's maybe why Stoddard and Colin Steele are in the game for those big matchups.
Yeah.
Defensively, keep Johnson and Colbert getting into more foul trouble. And Stoddard will come out. And tough luck there from Watkins, fumbles it and loses it. Mustang basketball. And Johnson over to Steele. .6:30 remaining. 4-point lead for the Huskies. Fires it over to Cardi Colbert. And sophomore guard's going to get fouled. Colbert inbound once again. Inside, Noe with the cut. Patrick can't keep up with him. And Noe fights speed on that low block. It's been important today with a guy like Greg Patrick. Maybe not physically up to the same level as him, but they can blow past him. Lewis inside, heavily contested. Rebounded by Patrick. He'll go back up with it. No good. And the one possession game now, Mustang ball. Gets the play call from Coach Vanderhorst. Mustang slowing things down here. And no, he can't retrieve it. Fast break here for the Huskies. Lewis is going to be fouled. They'll say it's on the floor. And that's a third on Giebel. A lot of foul trouble here. You think that will change how the Mustangs look to defend?
I mean, it has to, because we still got Larry Boers on the bench. I think if he's out of foul trouble, he's on the
For sure.
floor right now. But
maybe more conservative defending, less aggressive steal attempts. And Johnson will switch on to Swanson. And there's Irvin, can't connect. Gets his own rebound. And stolen by Noe. Giebel gets it. Johnson, the Euro, reverse, put back for Noe. Tie ball game, 41-41.
Will just be a momentum shift for the Mustangs here.
Yeah. Lewis drives. Johnson, aggressive attempt at a steal. Lewis fires, puts it in. That's a smooth mid-range game. Lewis and Swanson both effective from the mid-range tonight. 2-point Husky lead. You see the crowds really getting involved here. Johnson for three. It's good! Boom! That's a big one. And a timeout from Coach Prom. Ben Johnson changing the landscape of the game. Big shot after big shot. Is he back? And we got a timeout here. We'll be right back after this break. We're back. Seven Nation Army playing in the stadium. Big moment here. Neck and neck the whole way. High intensity game, but I'd say great composure from both teams. Haven't seen many emotions flare, both teams playing within themselves. And Lewis drives out to Swanson. Swanson inside through contact. No good, no foul. And that's a reach it on McIntyre. That's his fourth. That's a big one.
Looks like Coach Prom's going to leave him in there.
Yeah. I mean, I think the philosophy there is you might as well leave him in, and you got Greg Patrick on the bench if he fouls out. If he fouls out, it's not the end of the world. Mustangs move the ball around here. Colbert for three. Interesting shot selection. Northern's got a fast break now. 2-on-2, stolen by Colbert. Going the other way. Fish is over. McIntyre, and that'll be a foul.
That's McIntyre's fifth.
That's the fifth, I believe.
He's gone.
He's real upset with that one too. First game back, he fouls out the rivalry game, and is he staying in? Oh, there's something out. I think he has to come out right now. Yeah.
Patrick coming in, short rest. Does he get fatigued with 3 minutes left?
And something that we've seen all game long, it's been Fike and Noe. They've been able to, once they get him out of the post, I mean, they're faster than him. They use their speed to get by him. And there's Colbert, first one's good. big free throws here. Can't make the second one. For Portage Northern basketball. And the guy who's been quiet for the Huskies, Wells, will close out here. Lewis with Fike on him. Cam Noe gets a matchup with Patrick down low. And outside, Irving drives left. And he didn't know where he was going with that one. Colbert comes out with it. Behind the back pass, Johnson. No good, but he gets the foul.
There's the craftiness of Colbert there.
And the final 3 minutes. These are big free throws here. If you can make it a 2-possession game, especially in high school basketball.
Definitely need to see one drop, put us up 3.
Yeah. The Northern student section quieted out here.
Maybe on their toes a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe one of those sides they're moving the momentum in the game a little bit more ferociously than others.
Vanderhorst with the timeout.
And there's a timeout by Coach Vanderhorst at the Mustangs bench. We'll be right back after this timeout. It'll be the same lineup for both teams, I believe. And Larabor is still with that long rest after he picked up his 4th. They'll stick with the 3 guards and the 2 bigs. Swanson sizes up Johnson for 3. No good.
Oh.
And
Patrick sending Noy to the line.
Yeah, in the bonus. Greg's got to be upset with himself for that one. That's a tough foul. Can't get that one up. And here's the first from Noe. Gets one to go. He struggled a little bit with free throws in his varsity career so far. That's a big one. Gets them both. Those are big. 6-point game.
2 huge free throws there.
Yeah.
Especially late.
And foul on the floor. And
looks like they got Giebel.
Yeah.
His 4th foul. I mean, Mustangs dealing with a lot of foul trouble here. Maybe we see guys like Bloomquist or Gaiman off the bench.
Yeah, just some energy guys too. Those 2. Can definitely play defense down the stretch, but see, just let him ride here. Lewis fires from 3. That would have been big if it went, but rebounded by Swanson. He puts it back up and puts it in. That's a huge bucket there. Keep this one in reach. And Johnson fouled.
Sends him to the line now. I mean, the bonus could play a huge part late with these final 2 minutes left.
I mean, obviously you're frustrated with yourself if you foul there, but not the worst thing that can happen. Stops the clock, especially with no shot clock. You'll get the ball back, and there he goes, misses one. Not the guy you expect to miss one usually, but yeah, that works out well for the Huskies. Second one will fall. Big spot here for Portage Northern. Swanson, top of the key. Lewis drives right, puts it in. Big finish there from Lewis. 3-point game. The Northern fans getting involved here. And timeout for the Portage Central bench. That's a good timeout. Minute 45 left here. What do both teams need to do, Gavin?
I think the Mustangs got to find a way to get some points here and go down and get a stop.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're looking good to close out the game for the Huskies. I mean, get a stop here and try and either tie the game up on the other end of the floor or find a layup to bring it to within one late here.
Yeah. Are you going to force up a three here if you get the stop for the Huskies?
No, I mean, still got over a minute to play.
Take whoever's available.
I mean, you're sending us straight to the line, so
sure,
definitely can save some time with some fouls.
And I think you got to get the ball in the hands of Johnson here with how effective he's been in clutch moments.
For sure.
Knocking down big shots. But we'll see if the lineups change here. Maybe a more defensive look for the Huskies. It'll be the same for the Mustangs. Coach Prom using every second of that time in the huddle. We'll see what he's got drawn up defensively here. And it'll be the same lineup for Northern. Giebel fires to Johnson.
If you're the Mustangs, do you look to run the clock out here? Good pass.
Oh, blocked by Lewis. And they couldn't. They got to look. They were trying to just get a bucket. And they'll say he stepped out. Wow.
Did you see the foot go out of bounds there?
I thought I saw a little bit of wood in between the blue there, but I don't know. I clearly don't have the best view for that. And it's going to be Irving with the ball. Swanson driving on Fike. Inside. Good athleticism by Noe there. The fast break. Chase Fike. Back out to Cardi. No good. Blocked by Lewis. A minute to go. Lewis has got room. And a stoppage.
Timeout?
Timeout from Northern. Some confusion here. Refs haven't signaled anything yet. Timeout, Portage Northern. Minute left in overtime. Who do you think Northern gets the ball to here?
I mean, you got to look to Amari or Cube, and I'm giving the ball to Amari. He's been hot, been able to find his spot all night.
Yeah. I think Lewis has been able to create shots down the stretch here, especially on the fast break. And then you're just talking about jump shooting. Swanson's been shooting the ball particularly well tonight. The Mustang student section getting a little involved here. And we'll see if they try to take the first shot available. Oh, stolen by Johnson, an errant pass. A disaster for the Huskies. I believe the clock should have ran there. Swanson gets a screen from Patrick. The Huskies need a basket here. And
Johnson might be out the game.
That's a tough one to see. And Larabor is going to come back in. And some life struck into Northern a little bit there.
Sending them to the line, too, putting them in the bonus, that's a big foul.
Yeah, that is big. Big-time free throws coming up here from Lewis, who's been big-time down the stretch tonight. First one here. No good. That's the one you need to have. That's going to hurt. He tries to miss it. Doesn't even hit the nets. A disaster of execution down the stretch here for Portage Northern.
Was that the play there with a minute left?
A minute left. I think you got to take the point. And he blows up Chase Fike. I'm surprised it's not a technical or maybe even a flagrant. Wow. And
we're going to see a little hack-a-shack here from the Huskies, fouling the bigs.
And it looks like Northern's trying to just extend the game as long as they can.
Rely on the Mustangs to miss some free throws in the stretch here.
Which, as Fike gets that one there, they've been not the greatest free throw shooting team despite having a lot of great shooters. And look at Johnson on the bench getting his guys going.
That's a leader right there, man. I mean,
leadership. Reminds me of Cristiano Ronaldo at the 2016 Euros. Swanson goes up and puts it in. 4-point lead. Colbert gets fouled. Those are some big free throws from Fike there. Colbert, free throws haven't been the brightest spot for him this year. It's been what he's been able to do in open play, but still a very solid free throw shooter. First one on the right. Puts it up. Five-point game here. Huskies have done a great job of consistently scoring down the stretch here while trying to extend the game, but I mean, one stop here, I think, ices it, really. Swanson gets to the basket, blocked by Noe. He'll stay with the Huskies. And the Mustang bench loving it. Inbounded. Irving gets fouled.
Out the game. Believe that is his 5th foul as well.
Only his 4th.
That'll be his 5th.
Oh, his 5th. Sorry, my bad.
There we go.
Bloomquist coming in. High energy substitution.
It's a hard worker right there. I mean, he's going to play defense at these last 30 seconds. He's going to pour his heart into it.
Yeah. And just letting the guys with the fouls play, trusting the guys on your bench if they do foul out. And the first one will go from Irving. And that's a big one to go there. 4-point game. Clean inbound there for the Mustangs. And Larabor's, he's been cold for a while.
Yeah, I mean, hasn't really seen the game since late in the first half. So we'll see if he can knock these two down.
Yeah.
2 huge shots here. I mean,
straight off the bench. He was hot early on in this game. First quarter kept the Mustangs afloat there. The first one. Next. And you got to think, if you're Northern here, when's the point where you start putting up some threes? They did a great job of getting to the basket, but 27 seconds left.
You know what they say, man, 2 free throws made there. Kid's got ice in his veins.
Yeah. Shout out to D'Angelo Russell. And Swanson draws the foul. And that could be the story down the stretch here. Ice in their veins. Northern played the foul game, hoping that the Mustangs could miss some free throws, but I mean, great composure. I believe the Mustangs have hit their last 8. And it's a timeout from confusion here. Okay, no timeout. Maybe looking to ice Swanson there. Some big free throws. First one goes. You think about missing this one here? 16 seconds left.
Coach Vandy calling a timeout there. I mean, if they draw something up here in this timeout, I mean, 17 seconds left, you got to look to throw it off the rim, I believe. Down 5, 2 possessions. Can't rely on them to miss free throws. Mustangs have been knocking them down, so.
And it hasn't been just one guy either. It hasn't been just Johnson or Colbert. It's been, I believe it was Fike, and then Colbert had 2, and then Larabors had 2. It's been.
No, he started it off, knocking down 2.
I do believe that's the last 8 free throws have gone for Portage Central, so. Yeah, I mean, a lot could happen here. It's a rivalry game, but Mustangs looking composed down the stretch.
Huskies looking for a miracle here.
Yeah. I think it starts with forcing a turnover off the inbound, and you know the inbounding has been very sound. Owen Blucas did a great job in the last one, but you gotta try to force a turnover. And this will be a heartbreaker for the Huskies too. So close. Haven't been able to beat the Mustangs in a couple years, and should be a good one to go back to the Igloo too.
Yeah, it'll be a dogfight there. I mean,
looking forward to that one.
It's always a different game there for the Huskies.
Yeah. Maybe try to look for some revenge after the Mustangs planted the flag at midcourt last year.
Yeah.
And the second one. It's good.
Shout out to Ben Booker for the flag planting.
Great alumni. And it's a travel on Bluequist. The Mustangs can't believe it. That is huge. A 4-point game. And a timeout for the Huskies. We'll see what they draw up here, but that's a huge call. I mean, that could have gone either way. It could have very easily called a foul, but wow.
I didn't see the foot move at all, if I'm going to be honest, from up here, but refs are down there on the floor.
Better angle for them for sure, but I personally thought the foul came first, but I mean, yeah, lots of process there in a condensed area. Jeez, that's a huge call. And we'll see if Northern, I think you got to look to maybe get a 3 here. If not, get a quick basket, see if you get a missed free throw. But a 3-pointer guarantees it's a 1-possession game if you get the ball back. So
for sure. If I'm the coach in that huddle right now, I'm drawing up a 3.
Or at least that's your first option. That's your first look if it's open. Swanson and Lewis scoring at will down the stretch here, keeping the Huskies afloat. We'll see if they get it once again. It's going to be Lewis inbounding.
Think they give it back to him off the inbound?
Yeah, I mean, definitely could. Quick inbound and cut. See what happens here. Swanson in the corner. And Irving's going to fire up a 3. It's good! The clock's still ticking. Larabors has it, and he's fouled. I believe the clock was supposed to stop there on the inbound. But Bloomquist got it in. And the Huskies bench, the Husky student section. Do they believe in miracles? Larabors. No timeouts remain for the Huskies. First one, it's good. Now you could consider missing this one as the Huskies have no timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, that's always an option. I think you got to knock it down, put you up 3.
Guarantee you can't lose in regulation if you make this one. Huge spot here. The free throw from Larabors.
And he knocks it down. The kid has ice in his veins.
Ice water. And free throw shooting down the stretch. If the Mustangs can hold on here, I mean, that's going to be the story of the fourth quarter. A barn burner here. Smack basketball, baby.
What a game from Larabors. I mean, starting off hot, didn't see much of the game during the middle of the game, and coming in at the end and knock down 4 clutch free throws.
And something about this building this year and making just great games early on. Obviously, that K Central game, that's you know, one that I won't forget for a while. The Benton Harbor goes into overtime, and we got another one here. It's been a fun style of basketball in this first season under Coach Vanderhorst.
As a Mustang, do you let them inbound the ball and foul here, up 4?
Yeah. If you, I think you could definitely foul. And we'll see what Vanderhorst's philosophy is.
Yeah, I mean, seen that a lot in the college and NBA level, fouling up 2 scores with limited time left, so.
Yeah. And the ball into Irving. And the Mustangs will foul.
They foul.
Great job by Colbert, but I mean, he had his back to the basket behind half court with 2.6 left.
Yeah, I mean, right there, I don't think you foul. I mean, he's going to have to chuck up a shot.
It's a split-second decision, though, either way. So.
Yeah.
And let's see if he'll try. I think you have to miss the second here.
Yeah, you knock down
Look
the
for a
first
tip,
shot.
especially with no timeouts. This first one's going to be big. And you needed that one to go. And that might have done it. Now, I mean,
it's almost impossible
you
here.
need a tip out, or you try to make it and get a turnover. We'll see. He'll try to miss it. And Larabors comes down.
Wow.
And that'll just about do it.
I mean,
the
I
Portage Northern fans leaving.
Can't imagine the energy in that Portage Central locker room after the game.
Yeah. Big rivalry win.
Think Coach Vandy gets his ice bath in the locker room after this?
I think you have to. You're back in the win column and smack play.
First rivalry win.
Yeah. I mean, Coach Prom, Coach Vanderhorst, this is a game that these coaches are going to look back on. Maybe if they save the program for 10, 20 years, and they'll talk about this first matchup going down to the wire. Fun game tonight. And that'll go, and that's going to be a Portage Central win. 6-4 now. Huskies to 7-4. What a game tonight. Thank you for tuning into this exclusive coverage of Mustang men's basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel, powered by PCTV. It's been a sensational evening for student media at PCHS. I hope this started something special here with Portage Central Media and TV internship. Thank you for all tuning in.